greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Love having this cat on the show. He's Jack Zimmerman. Jack, how you doing, boy?
Good, Al. Feels good to be back.
Love having you back.
Off.
Oh, yeah, it's good. I'm taking some off, starting Wednesday. Wednesday through Friday. Well, I'm taking the wife to Mackinac Island for her birthday.
Beautiful.
As far as I understand, huge chick place. Everything's got little shoppies here and stuff. She's going to eat it up.
Bring some cigars, Al. You'll be sitting on the bench smoking a cigar while she's shopping.
I am so happy. I'm concerned about Mackinac Island. We're staying in Traverse City at a place on the beach. It's actually called the Beach House. Right on the beach, going to be wonderful. They're a smoke-free facility, which is fine. I don't smoke indoors. But I said, does that mean I can't sit on the beach and have a cigar? They never got back to me.
That's not the world I fought. That's not the world America I fought for, Al.
Thank you. Then you go to this Mackinac Island. So we drive up to Mackinac Island. You got to get on you leave the car. They don't have cars there. It's like an Amish community or something. Right. I don't know. So you get on a ferry, you go over there. What happens if they say no cigars? We don't like cars. We're sure they're against cigars. It's against the American way. So I'm a little concerned.
You're just going to have to do it. You're going to have to start the revolution yourself. You're just going to have to burn one down and take the consequences.
If Al ends up in some sort of, what would them stockades, because they're so old school on Mackinac. If I'm in some stockades because I was smoking cigars, I'll take one for the team, people. That's what I'll do.
Al, how much of a fine would you pay if you knew you were going to get caught and you had to pay a fine? What would you be willing to pay to smoke a cigar over on Mackinac Island while the wife shopped?
To make a point, $100. I'll make
fair.
a point.
I would too.
Yeah,
$100. Yeah,
for $100 here. And just give it to the cop. Keep it if you want or turn it into the magistrate. I don't care. A couple of things quick. Just before you got on with me, I realized what an idiot I have been.
Uh-oh.
So a year ago, maybe, the outlet for the AC and the heat in this studio, maintenance put a cover over it because in the winter, the heat would be on and the computers and all this. And this room got deathly hot. So they covered it up, and that seemed to manage most of the problem. Well, we've had nothing but 80 degrees days down here for the last couple of weeks, right? And I'm in this room, and within the first hour, I'm sweating. I'm like, how can it be so hard to handle? They never took the block out of that thing. I took maintenance. I took a screwdriver, took the thing off. You can feel cool air. I've spent 3 weeks sweating in this place. Anyway, I'm an idiot. I should have yelled at maintenance years ago and said, just fix it. If you put it in, you got to take it out.
Well, I'm proud of you for surviving that, though, Al.
Says the guy with no arms and legs. All right, see, that's the problem with you, Jack. Nothing compares. You went turkey hunting. How'd you do?
We had Connor Goff on us here a couple months.
Yes,
a couple months ago. He was down here for the turkey convention.
Yes.
Well, I was up there now with Connor up in Michigan, and now he ain't kidding. That guy will put you on a bird first day. I think we were out there for a little over an hour, maybe not even. And turkeys started calling back right away, and they called me one in, and I had 3 toms. I had to take my time because I had to get them sorted out because I didn't want to shoot more than one.
Wow.
So it was a really fun experience, and they came out and they attacked the decoy, and they went crazy, and it finally got one sorted out, and shot the biggest tom in my life, biggest turkey I've ever shot. Big old spurs on him, big old beard.
Love that.
Just so proud of that bird, and it's so fun because Connor's such a good friend of mine, and to be able to spend time doing the thing that we both love the most, together is a pretty special experience.
I need to put you on with my son, Connor.
Uh-oh.
He went out, so we had a wedding last weekend. My middle son, Tate, got married and getting together in the afternoon, but he took the whole day off, so he went out turkey hunting Friday morning.
Nice.
And I get up, and he's showing me some calls, and he hears the turkey calling back. He was just jazzed up. Now, I learned a few things. I'm an old man, but I'm learning a few things. So he shows us this, then he shows us a raccoon going by. I don't know what that's all about, but okay. Then he gets one. Do you know they're in the trees?
Oh, I sleep, Al.
Well, that's what he said. I had no clue because everything I knew about most things in life I learned from cartoons. And I knew that turkeys can't fly because of cartoons. We've all seen it. evidently they fly up in trees and that's where they sleep. I did not know this.
Al, when a kid goes deer hunting for his first time, that's usually when he figures out turkeys fly. Because when it's dark out that first morning and you're sitting out in the woods, and those turkeys those giant birds start coming out of the trees. They are not gentle. They will take down half of the woods with them. You will think there is a pterodactyl in the woods with you. There can be nothing else. You can hear them wings beating and the crashing through the trees, and you don't hear anything else. And you're like, yep, this is where I die from a pterodactyl. It will scare you so bad. You've never been so scared in your life. Being dark out. You have a gun even. You have a gun, but you don't even know where it's coming from. It's just crashing all around you. They sound so big.
So my kids, oh God, Jack. So my kid is sending me these videos. And we end up going up to St. Paul, right? St. Paul, Minneapolis. We're staying at the Green Tree, Brown Tree, Double Tree, whatever, on France and 169.
Sure.
We're staying there. So the wife and I pull in, unload our stuff, get dressed for the groom's dinner. As we come out, 169 in France, middle of the Twin Cities, I have to stop the car as 6 turkeys are walking across the road. All sides. We're in a mini traffic jam because no one wants to hit the turkeys. My wife's taking videos, sending them back to my kids, saying they're not that hard to find.
Got them.
How do they survive in St. Paul? Where are they sleeping there?
I don't know. It's there's probably more bullets flying around up there than southern Minnesota, though. But
I could have had a 6-pack if I want to not spare the car.
I'll tell you what, though, Al, it is one of the funnest things to hunt, though, because, they call back and they communicate so well, and you get to bring them in, and they're so aggressive this time of year. It's breeding season for them, so it is just a riot, and that is hilarious, though, that you're sitting out there, and the woods can't find one, and there's Dad texting you, found 6 of them from your St. Paul.
Get to the wedding. They're right here. By the way, didn't you go? You did bears, too. How'd your bear hunting go?
Oh, man. We left straight from Michigan, went right up to Canada, and got up there and met with Alex at Nipigon River bear hunting. And Alex runs an incredible outfit. It's so rural out. There is nothing up there where we were at in northern Vancouver.
Okay.
And, northern Ontario. Crazy. It was just nothing up there. But a lot of bears, and
wow,
pretty cool. I seen the biggest bear I've ever seen in my life, and took a shot at him, but didn't end up being successful. But Al, it's the first time that I've been out compound bow hunting since being wounded. I had my whole right arm tore off. My hand doesn't really work, so took a lot of years and a lot of practice to get to the point where I felt comfortable to go back out. So just to be able to get to that point was incredible. And I probably had this bear, Al, was probably 6 or 8 feet from me on the ground, and I just had to hold still through it all, and hopefully it doesn't grab me.
I get into your disability a little bit, but my kid, he started with the compound bow this year, and he's talking about and I want to say it was 60 pounds or maybe whatever it was, 70 pounds.
Draw weight.
He said straight up, Dad, that is unbelievably hard to do. Until you get that muscle strength there to get that compound to pull it back. How do you do that, Jack, with your current situation?
Yeah, I mean, it literally started out by having the bow set at about, 35, 40 pounds, a lot easier to draw. And then over time, I'd put a crank in each limb, to turn up a little more weight. And just gradually over time and shooting arrows and repetition, and just building those muscles. And the main thing for me was I wanted to get the motion down on how to be able to draw the bow, hit the target and everything. And then we could start adding weight into it. And that's how I got to where I'm able to do that today now. And I run a wrist strap around my hand.
That's what I was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how do you end up grabbing the bow and keep, lack of digits would be a problem.
So with my right hand being so screwed up my whole life since I've been wounded, I've had to shoot left-handed everything, shotgun, rifle, crossbow, everything. So it's kind of cool that now is the only thing I still shoot like I used to, back in the day, because I can still get that trigger around my bad hand and I can still shoot my right eye, and it's pretty cool.
Wow. Okay, well, that'd be interesting to see sometime. But all right, thank you for sharing that. We've got to go to break. When we come back, Jack, if you got an extra $22,000, I'd like to go to a basketball game with you. We'll talk about that and more coming up. It's Jack Zimmerman on the Al Travis Show.
You need a friend at the Capitol who knows how to get things done.
And you're in luck, because that's exactly who we are, your friends at the Capitol, and we deliver results.
At Momentum Advocacy, We bring decades of experience in lobbying, public affairs, and crisis communications.
From local nonprofits to national corporations, we help you move policy, manage your media, and make your voice heard.
We're not just seasoned pros, we're essential partners.
Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more at momentum-advocacy.com.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
The Al Travis Show, the last place you can go and hear all sides. Respectful, thoughtful, and grateful.
Lucky to have him, Jack Zimmerman, a good friend of the program, JackZimmermanMN.com. Check him out. Jack, so the Knicks hosting the Spurs tonight, Game 3, could go up 3-0. It's amazing to me, but not even the sports part of the whole thing. Donald Trump, the president, you might know him, is going to go to the game. He announces that he's going to go to the game because he's a big Knicks fan. Now, I give him credit. When they asked him who he's rooting for, he didn't do this whole, it's just going to be a good game thing. He goes, I'm rooting for the Knicks. I've been a Knicks fan my whole life. I give him credit. Spurs fans can be mad at him. I don't care. But here's my question to you, Jack. What would you do? So he declares himself going. They have now put out that they can't have any outside the stadium TV gatherings and stuff because the president's got to get there. They've asked everybody to show up 2 to 2.5 hours early to go through, screening because the president's there. And then the guy shows up. Not saying he can't, but it sure seems like he's mucking with the other 40,000 people to be there. Your thoughts on the president going? He should be able to go, but that changes a lot.
I don't care who the president is, Republican, Democrat, whatever. It's an honor to share the building with the president of the United States, the leader of the freest nation in the world, I think that I would stand in line for 5 hours to meet, to be in the same building as any president. I have an unfair advantage, though, Al. I don't have to stand in line, though. You know what I mean?
You can sit there. Yeah, okay, there he goes again. Here's my thing, and I'm sure we are Iranian terrorist-free, also Hamas-free on this radio show. That's why I can say this. If I wanted to screw with Trump and America, you let Trump do that, right? 40,000 people all standing in line, finally get in the building. Trump shows up. He tries to go up there. He's going to wave. If I'm one of the bad guys, I send a little note to the CIA and say, we're willing to settle. like to talk to the president right now. I'd like to get him on the line. We'd like to, and then the president's got to leave, right? So then he just gets in the car. He's got to leave, and then he leaves. You're like, just kidding. You mucked up 40,000 people's lives. The president didn't get to see. I would is that counterterrorism in your mind? Because I think that would be hilarious.
That's if you're gonna pull a stunt, that would be the one to pull, I guess.
No one gets hurt. I mean, other than you didn't do it ahead. See, you're not.
Are though, Al, just because you pissed off 40,000 New Yorkers, you probably got World War III on your hands now. You know, you don't want to piss New Yorkers off. I don't think. You know.
And that's fair enough, my friend. I'm not telling them to do that, but I think that'd just be hilarious. You do all that setup and they just fake it. Just send
what an honor for the players, though, to say that you played the game that the U.S. president came to. I mean, just such an honor.
It is. Speaking of honors, but on another way, you're a big Viking fan, right?
Oh yeah.
What would you do if the Vikings moved to Hudson, Wisconsin, because they got a better deal? Chicago is going to Indiana, just the other side of the Indiana Bears. Really?
If they move to Wisconsin now,
you'd be done.
I couldn't do anymore. That would be it. That would be the final straw. That Rand deal, the Strait of Hormuz, whatever. I can handle it. We can deal with it. We can fight the wars. You know, the border situation, healthcare in this country. I can deal with it all. But the Vikings are on Wisconsin soil. I'm not doing this world anymore. Now, that's when I'll believe aliens are real. We landed on the moon. All the things. I will not be a Vikings fan if they're in Wisconsin.
See, I don't know how Chicago can survive this.
Are they still the Chicago Bears? They just the Bears now.
See, the whole thing's going to change. I think Chicago literally has like 4 weeks to figure out how they can counteract the offer that Indiana had, and if they can't, they move. And then what NFL's going to have to figure that out or something.
Well, the Stars and the Mavericks, they moved to Frisco.
Well, yeah, no,
they're out of Dallas. They said we're not doing it anymore. We can't even. I mean, we can move to Frisco and save a ton of money.
Yeah, but it's just saving the money. This is kind of where I'm at. So if you have we didn't talk about $11,000 to go to this basketball game tonight per ticket. That's starting. You can pay up to $250,000 to be there. NBA, the NFL, baseball, they make enough money, Jack. How do you take a kid to watch, was one of his favorite players in the playoff game at $11K a piece? You can't.
Yeah. You just don't. It's not like you save up for it either. It's like, do you want to send the kid to college for a year, or do you want to go to a basketball game, you know?
Exactly
what I think would be great, though, Al, is if we're going to move these stadiums, make it so that I can park at the stadium on just soil,
on the
you know
ground.
what I mean? Or blacktop. You know, I don't want all these ramps and all this stuff. Just make it easy to get in and out of the stadium. It's like Kansas City has it perfect, where everybody can park around the stadium.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You can tailgate out there and you can walk in. I think people are sick and tired of trying, paying so much for parking and everything else. And like, it's starting to get to the point where the tickets are the cheap part. It's the nickel and diming you the rest of the way that gets you.
Oh. It isn't even nickel and diamond. It's $1 and $5 billing you on everything you turn around. It is ridiculous. And then it's okay. Like they don't make enough money. NBA, you had to have like 5 different streaming and or channel options to watch the games this year with the Timberwolves. Why do I got to put in that kind of money? And then if they got to this section, I'm going to spend $11K on a ticket. It just takes the little guy out of it, and I'm tired of it, Jack. Tired of it, I say.
Al, if I was gonna run for politics, I'd run on you should be able to do your taxes by yourself. You shouldn't have to have a law degree. It shouldn't take you more than a couple hours to do your taxes.
There you go.
I think you should be able to have one app with any sports you want to watch on it for a flat fee that's affordable. I mean, it's just crazy. You're right. This is just craziness that we're getting spread all over the place, and everybody's taking $15 to have access, or $150.
And then when it gets really interesting and stuff you want with your kid, only people with $250,000 a ticket can sit on the floor and watch. It's crazy. I got to fly, Jack. Appreciate you, my boy. We'll see you in a week.
Al.
He is Jack Zimmerman. Jack Zimmerman, MN.com.
At LGH Wealth Management, our mission is to create financial